What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here with the best gear video for the brand new summer Gelda. I decided to do a video on this, guys, as we actually have some information on, some pretty much tips and tricks about building the best gear set for this character. And I'm mainly doing this because of the fact that I got this information. But yeah, Gelda is a character where she actually is a little bit more unique than some regular characters in Grand Cross, where you just kind of slap on a standard gear set and you call it a day. Right, with Gelda it's a little bit different because she's kind of like Green Melascula, where she needs a certain amount of lifesteal to max boost the team by up to 20% basic stats. And so in today's video, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain exactly how that works, and we're going to talk about the gear set that I would recommend based on that information for the brand new Promise Keeper Gelda. So if you guys do enjoy videos like this, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on to that 53,000 subscribers. Guys, we're only 80 subs away from the 53k, man. So if you've been watching the channel and you haven't subbed, make sure to do it already. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to pull up a little spreadsheet here, and I want to give a huge shout out to my boy 7k Dreamers from the doc. You guys know every time I do like a video discussing what's coming in the future for Grand Cross, I always go to his Google spreadsheet that he has, and it's super helpful, man, because it tells exactly when characters released, and it's a very helpful document. And he actually provided me here with the information on Gelda for what kind of gear set you want to run and what's ideal for this character. Now, as you guys can see here, they have the free-to-play lifesteal and then paid lifesteal. So the difference between free-to-play lifesteal versus paid lifesteal is with cosmetics. So the paid side is going to be if you're running Gelda with her max HP cosmetics for all the lifesteal you can get, versus running her free-to-play where you only have her base costumes. So if we actually look at the numbers here, based on the hero, you guys can see with no Zeldris association, it's going to be 15 for the base. And for the base with paid cosmetics, you're going to have 21. And so for the association, now you actually get 12 from running LR Zeldris. So if you are planning on running LR Zeldris, then you're getting an extra 12 for free. And so yeah, and then obviously they add like the 2 from the constellation. So if you're at that point in constellation, you get that extra 2, and the initial total is going to be 29 if you're completely free to play, and then the initial total if you're paid lifesteal is going to be 35. So those are going to be the amounts of lifesteal that you have going into the battle if you're just running standard HP defense gear, let's say. Right now, if you're rocking HP lifesteal, which 7k Dreamers actually does recommend running HP lifesteal, as you still save a lot of your CC while still being able to give the max bonus. So yeah, as you guys can see here, you get an extra 15 lifesteal from running the 2-piece lifesteal set bonus. So now, as you can see, if you have with LR Zeldris Association and you're free to play with that, you actually are getting over the cap for getting the max amount of life. So you can see here, no more need to roll lifesteal substats at all, and it says you do not have to run any at all. Now, if you're not running Zeldris Association, and let's say you're running a free-to-play Gelda in like Guild Wars, where you're not able to run links, or maybe Heroes Arena or things like that where you just cannot run links, then 2 lifesteal rolls or at least 1 would be enough to get you the max bonus, but it isn't really necessarily recommended. Just based on this information, guys, I would probably say going with a LR Zeldris Association and running HP lifesteal is actually solid for Gelda if you do not plan on getting her outfits. Now, it's going to be a different situation if you actually do plan on getting outfits, because if you see here, when we go to the paid lifesteal cosmetics and we see exactly how much you're getting, 50 is actually way over the amount that you're trying to do. And so, right here, he actually mentions you may choose to do HP defense with 1 lifesteal roll instead, but it doesn't seem worth sacrificing 3% HP exactly. So you would not get the full amount of lifesteal, to actually buff the team the full amount. You would be a little bit less on the lifesteal amount if you did drop it to go HP defense, but the plus side is that you would keep the max amount of HP you would have, and you would only lose a little bit of stats. Now, to show you guys this in actual game right here, so 7k Dreamers actually sent me these images too. This is at 37.5 lifesteal off base, and then this is at 40 lifesteal at base. So you're getting 1 extra lifesteal roll just to see the difference. And you guys can see in terms of the stats here, look at the plus defense and the plus attack difference, right? So this is with 37.5, so you're at 10,065 defense. We look at this one and you're at 10,120 defense. So that extra 3 points, 3.5 or no, 2.5 extra lifesteal that you would get from this is just not enough to warrant you running that lifesteal roll and losing out on HP. You can see here when you're running 40 here, you're at 451 because that's you're running like one extra lifesteal roll, versus you not running the lifesteal roll, you actually have a lot more HP. So in my opinion, guys, the best course of action here for building gear for Gelda, if you're trying to maximize support for the character, is a HP lifesteal build. Now that is only necessary for a free-to-play player or someone that is running no Zeldris association. So if you're running, you know, like Guild Wars or content where, you know, you need to have a enough lifesteal to support the rest of the team, then that would be the situation you run it. Now in general though, I am gonna say a HP defense set is probably still fine. Sure, you're not getting the full amount of boost, but even if you're running, like, let's say you have paid cosmetics and you're running LR Zeldris association, that's still around like 35% or a 35% lifesteal even without. And as you guys can see here from when you run no Zeldris association and you're at 32 lifesteal, it is not enough to get the full boost, but it's still a fairly solid amount, and one lifesteal roll around that could maybe fix that. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you have an HP defense set for Gelda already, but you don't necessarily think you need to really swap your gear around, then maybe just roll one roll on lifesteal on the gear piece and just keep it that way for now, and then or you can swap it back depending on if you value, you know, the actual basic stat providing you know, that Gelda is able to do, or you would actually just opt to go with higher HP that you're able to get if you just keep HP rolls. So that's pretty much where we're at right now, guys. So just a TLDR, because obviously this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo that I'm explaining here, but TLDR, if you have paid costumes, my recommendation personally is HP defense, but HP lifesteal is viable if you're running no Zeldris association, because then you would want to get around that point with HP lifesteal, right? Like you're trying to get, you know, as much lifesteal as possible to support the team if you're in a situation like that. Now generally though, I actually think it's completely fine to just go paid costumes, you go LR Zeldris association, and you make sure that you do have just HP defense, because I think that's going to be completely fine. Again, you would be at the 37.5% lifesteal, and that's still a fairly good chunk, and you're still gaining, you know, more HP than you would if you had the max amount of the lifesteal, you know, to actually get the bonus. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys, in terms of the gear set. So HP defense, if you are running paid costumes, if you're a, you know, a whale player in the game, you want to know what the best kind of set for Gelda is for you, it really doesn't change. You just have to make sure you're running LR Zeldris association. HP defense is completely fine. Now for a free to play though, HP lifesteal is actually the best option, since you're only losing a little bit of combat class from swapping lifesteal versus defense, and that amount that you're getting from the basic stat increase from running HP lifesteal to get the max amount is going to be pretty good, and it's actually going to help out, you know, in terms of supporting the team, because remember, Gelda is giving that basic stats and you're getting the full amount as well, and it is pretty good. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much where we're at right now with Gelda in terms of the gear. Now in terms of what gear I have on my Gelda here, I still pretty much have my HP defense that I've not changed from my last Gelda. But again, guys, if you were in a situation where, like, okay, you have HP defense already built and you're just like, oh, I don't need to really build another gear set, then maybe swap one of your like HP rolls here for a lifesteal roll could help. You know, it could definitely help. Yeah, sure, you would lose a little bit of max HP on Gelda herself, but the support you would provide for your team would be a little bit better. So that's pretty much the like kind of basis of how you build gear for Gelda, guys. I know it's a little bit complicated, but again, the TLDR is, if you have paid costumes, go HP defense. If you do not have paid costumes, you're free to play, you go HP lifesteal, and you do not need to run any lifesteal rolls if you're running LR Zeldris association. So there you guys go, man. That is pretty much it for the video right there. So let me know what gear set you guys are going to be building for Gelda in the comments below. Again, like, Gelda, I think is just going to be very strong with pretty much any gear set, especially if you're running her as like main DPS. I think like attack her would be fine with that, but again, like, most people are just going to run HP for PvP, which is fair. And so yeah, it's just the decision on whether or not you go HP lifesteal or HP defense. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.